I think the most important thing in bartending is smiling because, there's nothing quite like a smile, and the smile is infectious.
What I do, what I do, da da do, da da do. What I do, what I do, da da do, da da do. What I do, what I do, da da do, da da do.
So from a basic bar where I started to kind of actually owning my own bar, during that journey I think what was important for me was, as I was saying, the passion involved, but also kind of, the sharing of ideas and the sharing of knowledge within the community, but also outside of the community, and making, that kind of those influences count within what I was doing, which is why I suppose I became a creative bartender rather than a kind of a bartender of other sorts. And the whole creative aspect came from also learning from chefs and techniques that they were using, but also kind of creating our own techniques, which I think was important, and creating a new language for cocktails, because the idea of kind of making the same drink over and over again for the rest of my life kind of fills me with horror in a certain sense. To express oneself through the drinks and through the physical manifestation of the bar, I think is very important. When I opened 69 Convict Row, I think what was really important for me there was that it was a small venue, that we had complete control over the quality at every level, from making our own ingredients upstairs when we had the laboratory up there, to the way it was run. And it was about bartending, it was about hosting, it was about kind of the customer always. And I'd really fallen in love with the way Japanese bars were working, and I'd been to Japan a lot, where you kind of went to them and they were small and intimate, and you got to know people very quickly. And that was something that I wanted to kind of, a part of that was what I wanted to recreate with 69. I think in the 5.5 years that we've kind of been open there, we have achieved that. So one of the ways we look at like raw ingredients is that you have to see the ingredient for what it is. So sometimes, you have to look at an ingredient and say, what do I want to get from this ingredient and how am I going to get this? But don't stop at just doing, using the ingredient in one way. Try it in 5 ways, try it in 10 different ways. Macerations, distillations, whatever way takes your fancy. And look at how the results come out and which ones are best for the cocktail. My advice for bartenders that are coming to the Campari Academy is put passion into everything you do. And the future, holds, hopefully even more pleasant surprises and even more kind of knowledge to be found. The levels of research that we're doing in the present will open up our future and make it hopefully even better for everybody. Go out there, find things, go and look at things differently, put on different lenses to look at the same questions and see what answers you get. One of the most important things that I ever got taught was, look at the same thing every single day, but find a new answer by looking at it.